I don't get it. Like, why is it that all of Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories' side missions are just so annoyingly difficult compared to all the other games in the series? That's why I have my cat Scrapples here, or one of the cats here, to kind of help keep me calm for this. So, welcome everyone to Seinfeld's Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories Let's Play. So, this is the one side mission that I had been putting off for the longest time, and it's actually the mission that I tried doing after, like, what was it, the second or after Noodlepunk, I think I tried doing this, and I was just getting so frustrated with it that it's one of the big reasons why I put down the game for so long, and then I finally come back to it, and you know what? Let's get it done and over with. So, yeah, Thrashin RC. It's controlling the little RC trucks again, and but this time, instead of trying to take out triads and blowing up your vehicle, you have to actually race against three other competitors, and you have to come in first every time. And there are three levels to this. The first one is 1 lap, second one is 2 laps, third one is 3 laps, and there is a little thing you can do to kind of make it a little easier on yourself, because controlling these vehicles is a pain in the arse, like you would not believe. But I didn't figure it out until later on, like in the second or third levels of it. And I do suggest saving after every level. You don't have to. I didn't, but if you don't feel comfortable with, like, after finally beating a level and then maybe something happens to your electricity, it turns out or whatever, and the system turns off out of nowhere, or the game freezes for some whatever reason, some weird active nature, I would suggest saving. But anyway, so with all that, yeah, you just have to do a lap around the construction site, and you're going to get into one of those toys vans, the white one that we did for the other RC little mission, and it's going to be parked in the construction site, which you will see in the video, and it'll automatically start the mission. Now, it's going to take you a few tries. I will not lie, it's going to be a pain in the ass at the beginning, but it's going to take you a few tries to try and get the controls down, because it is so sensitive, especially with the turns. So you'll see me kind of screwing up quite a bit, but I did cut out a lot of my screw ups, and like I said, I did find something later on that could somewhat help you and hinder the other competitors, but I will mention it when we get to that point. So with that being said, let's get to it with Thrashin RC. Okay, so as always, just showing you on the map where we go and start the mission, which is, like I said, here in Hepburn Heights at the construction lot. You've seen the blue wall, you passed it many times, but on the other side of the blue wall is this Toys in the Hood van. It's a white van. Just hop into it and it'll automatically start the side mission of Thrashin RC. I did have to cut out a lot on this, so yeah, you have level 1, which is just 1 lap. So Thrashin RC level 1. As you can see, there's 3 other competitors against you. So best lap time so far is 1 minute, but really it's 1 minute and 20 seconds. This is like my second attempt at this one. So as soon as you start, it's like driving the car. Just press X on the gas, and yeah, you can see how sensitive the controls are on this. I hate it so much. Oh. And of course, as you can see, it shows 4th place right now, but obviously since I'm posting this, there's usually a good thing that happens that puts me up at 1st place, strangely enough. Or at least I think that's what I did here. I may be wrong, I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, actually it is. It was enforced, and I think they all got caught on vehicles as well, like I did. And of course, that person came in front of me, but this part, be very careful as you pass through, because the pedestrians could also make your car flip. Obviously, be very careful. And then there we go, mission passed, $1,500. So you get a $500 bonus for that, and then that'll unlock level 2. Now if you want, you could go and save, but here I'm just showing you real quick that this is what I kind of did. There is usually a PCJ 600 parked right here, and I'm kind of showing you a little idea that I had. This one though, the Moonbeam, is the main thing that helped me in this one and in level 3. So just take that Moonbeam and just kind of park it right here, because if you remember, we had to pass through this section Um, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes the other racers will get caught up on that van. Just remember how you parked it so you can remember to drive around it. So here we are with Thrashin RC level 2. I just went and skipped right to it because yes, now you have 2 laps. It's the exact same track, the exact same thing you have to do. So there we go. Of course, be careful with the mounds. Try not to bump into them too much. Like, you know how with the cars you can like do the PIT maneuvers or pit maneuvers, like ram into the backside of them, and it'll kind of spin them out. This one, it'll probably hinder you more than anything. Really just focus on the track. And see, there we go. We had a couple of other racers who were stuck there, so that already put me in second. And as you notice, the PCJ wasn't there because I guess more than one vehicle the game just can't handle or something like that. Anyway, so let's get back into this, and of course it put me in third, but oh jeez. Well, remember, this is 2 laps, so even though you're in third right now, I'd suggest, of course, always to still go through, even if you know you're not going to win, just so you can get more used to the controls and the lap, so it's all spread out. Obviously, watch out for that lamppost there in your way, or the sign, billboard sign. I don't know what it is. I think it's a lamppost. Probably a billboard sign, something like that. Anyway, so just continue around, and as you can see, the Moonbeam has now disappeared, because I guess the game couldn't load that again. But either way, I'm now in first, and have a good head start on everyone, as long as they don't screw up too much. See, I always take that turn a little slowly, but don't take turns too tight, because as you have noticed probably, that you don't have to be directly in the checkpoint for it to count, and thankfully I got it right at that last second. They managed to spin out. That was amazing. You don't know how happy I was, because that one took me several tries. And now for, see, it says here, next race will be 3 laps, but showing you yet again to just come around the corner here, grab the Moonbeam once more, and then to park it in that same area. And I think without the PCJ 600 there, it should stay there for at least 2 laps, maybe, possibly, hopefully. Not entirely sure. I don't know if it's the game that notices, uh-oh, he's trying to cheat, so maybe I should take it out. I really don't know, but either way, it did help me. So here we are with Thrashin RC level 3. Again, same track and everything, but just 3 laps now. I don't think the weather has anything to do with it. It might just be raining for whatever reason. Alright, and you see, by this point, I'm a little better at the turns and stuff. Not the best, obviously. But again, we have the Moonbeam here, which the other racer crashed into, and I crashed into as well. Again, just be careful with turns and other vehicles. So here, oh gosh, you know, second place, first place, second place, first place. Again, with this one, even though how can I put it, the turn is, you know, directly to your right, you still want to go out just a little to get that checkpoint. Oh jeez. See, I thought I was doing so good there, and then of course crash into the car, spin out. So here we are for lap 2 now. 2 laps to go, so 2 out of 3. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, and I think the Moonbeam is still around here. Oh gosh. See, again, try not to focus on cutting them off because they could spin you out, but just focus on going forward. Oh, and the PCJ is back there again. So now you know 2 locations of where the PCJ 600 has spawned. If you ever need it in the future for whatever reason, we will be needing it again because we're going to be unlocking some things later on that require the PCJ. Again, be careful with the people. Obviously, I was lucky with that, as they didn't spin me out or flip me over. And then here, yep, there we go, final lap. And you see I am in first, and I'm doing really well now. So, oh gosh, well, I always speak too soon, I guess. And I think this is the lap now where I think the Moonbeam disappeared. Yes, it is. So, which is fine. I we're on the final lap. As long as, we don't screw up too much on this last lap. So remember, in the first 2 laps, even if you're not in first place, see that one I thought I almost missed it, so I went really slow and had to turn hard left because I thought I missed the checkpoint, but thankfully it counted it. I was just close enough. There we go. And then we are at the final checkpoints here. And see, this part really scared me when I did it because I thought, like, someone was like right behind me, and if I screwed up there, then yeah. So there we go, mission passed, $2,000, and that is it for that. Good luck on this one, everyone. I really feel for you if you start to get frustrated. Believe me, I really do. So, it says you could do it again to try to beat your best lap time, but obviously I'm absolutely not going to do that. So there we go, and as you can see, I did 12 out of 26 unique stunt jumps. Again, like I said in the last video, apparently it loaded it oddly or weirdly, and it didn't count it, so I had to redo them off screen. So I just shown you there that I did do the 12 out of 26, 35 out of 100 hidden packages, 6 out of 20 rampages passed, and we should be at 25% out of 100% completion. So that is it for this video. The next one, we are finally starting back with the main story missions. I know you're excited because I am too. So with that being said, I love you all. Peace out, and until next time, everyone, adios.